Only politicians that have abandoned their wives can take in Ukrainian refugees.
I'll be able to do this. And
do you live there as well? Or?
Well, I live both there and in London. So I'm not there all of the time because as an MP, obviously you both live in the constituency and I have a flat in London. So yes, and you know, before going down this route, I checked with obviously with the kids and you know, they're really enthusiastic about it because I come back to this point, we all want to help. The scenes have been so awful.
Well, that begs the question, should every MP, seeing as every MP has, well, most of them have 2 homes, should every MP offer the home in which they aren't spending the largest proportion of their time to a refugee like you?
You invite me to become extremely unpopular amongst my colleagues.
Bong! Ukrainian transgenders are in tears as authorities class them as men and they have to stay and fight. Bong! Uncle Fester still dishing out advice to get a booster because Deltacron is coming.
Yet come forward. It's still a very good time to come forward, protect yourself and help protect your community.
Bong! Pfizer say the COVID jab for under 5s will be ready by May.
So the question that was number 1 on my list, and I think for so many parents, is when will the vaccine be available for those children 5 and under?
Potentially in May, if it works, FDA I'm sure will do their utmost to review them fast. And we will be ready with manufacturing.
Bong! Mrs. Gold Eagle asked if I could take her somewhere expensive, so I took her to the petrol station to fill up. Bong! We go over now to our shrieking leftist correspondent with a degree in North African lesbian poetry to impart some wisdom.
Look at the price of gas now! It's $7.55 a gallon! Hey Putin, we're sending you a bill!
Bong! TikTok girl explains the fuel crisis on behalf of the President of the United States.
Why is gas so expensive and why is the United States inflation rate at a 4-time decade high? I had the opportunity to ask the White House why gas down the street is $7, and here's what they said. The obvious reason: we are getting out of a 2-year pandemic. When use goes up, price goes up. But the call was predominantly about Ukraine and Russia, so how does that relate? Russia is one of the top 3 producers of oil, and it is actually their number 1 revenue source. Now, with Putin starting this horrific fight between Ukraine and Russia, nobody wants to work with him and do an international trade. So with people being scared of war and limited resources, prices are bound to go up as well. For the people who can't pay $7 for a gallon of gas, there's an app called Gas Buddy that shows you the cheapest gas near you, as well as a link in my bio to donate to the misplaced refugees of Ukraine.
Bong! But we know J.K. Rowling is really to blame. Expensive petroleum! Bong! Lewis Hamilton has lost the plot and changed his name to Onomum. Bong! And in other news, a transgender woman has spent $76,000 to look like the perfect woman.